Welcome back to the Detroit Lions, Fonza. Wow, what a game it was, wasn't it, guys? I mean, Matthew Stafford was great. I like what I saw out of Titus Young. Nate Burleson did show that he's a very good second. And Calvin Johnson, he didn't do as much, probably due to his ankle, but he still did have the 2 touchdowns. The defense played extremely well. I like what I saw with all the tips that the Chiefs had. I'm glad we actually got some interceptions there. Usually we not too good at doing that, so I can see the defense is starting to come around together as a whole, not just up at the front. Jamal Charles did go out in that game, so that did take away a lot away from the Chiefs. So I'm going to take this game as one of those games. I can't say that you can look at it this way like the Lions are great, but we have to take it with a little grain of salt because we were playing the Chiefs. The Lions do look good, but we still have a lot of big guys to play. We got the Bears and the Packers. Those are going to be the games that are really going to show what this team is, but what this does prove is the Lions are not a bad team anymore. We're a good team. And then you have the great teams, and then you have the elite teams. Right now, we can say the Lions are a good team, but that is yet to be seen exactly how good this team is until we really go out there and play some of those big guys. Like I said, Chicago, Green Bay, we even got New Orleans on the schedule, so that's going to be a big test. We got some big tests coming up in the weeks that follow, but we won a game the way we won a game we were supposed to win, and we did it very convincingly. So that tells you right there, the Lions they're making some strides right here. I love what I'm seeing right there, and it's great to have Matt back, and I hope he can stay up because sky's the limit for this team. Looking like they could potentially make the playoffs, and I love what I'm seeing. So let's get a little back into that, but let's get onto the games. You have Jacksonville and Carolina. Wow, Cam Newton he's impressing me. I love what I'm seeing out of this kid, and I don't think I want to pick against him this time. I'm going to go with Carolina. They did extremely well especially against Green Bay's secondary. I wasn't expecting that, so I'm going to go with Carolina here. And then you got the 49ers and Cincinnati. Cincinnati coming off of a tough loss. Their pass game is looking a lot better. A.J. Green looked pretty nice out there. The 49ers just came off of a tough loss. This is a kind of a tough game for me to pick, but it is at Paul Brown Stadium, so I'm just going to go with the Bengals, but this is going to be an extremely close game. It should be relatively good. And then you have Miami and Cleveland. Yet another game that should be interesting. Cleveland coming off a win, Miami coming off of their second loss, but it's one of those tough ones because Miami finally gets it toned down as far as the pass game goes, so this should be a little more something they should be able to handle. We'll see how this turns out. Next you have New England and Buffalo. Both offenses are looking great here. It is in Buffalo, but I can't pick against New England and Brady right now. That is just looking. They've got a really extremely good offense right now, so I can't really pick against them at the moment. And then you got the Giants in Philadelphia. Not sure if Vic's going to play. That's actually one I'm not really sure on right now, but I guess I'm going to have to go. If Vic plays, I think the Eagles will win, but if he's not there, I think the Giants will take this one. It's just one of those things. I'm not really sure what to expect. Even if he is there, it depends how the Giants' defense plays, because usually they're pretty good at hustling, so we'll see how that one goes. Then you have Denver and Tennessee. Tennessee surprised me with that win over Baltimore. I'm going to have to go with Tennessee in this game. Then you got Houston and the Saints. Can't pick against Breeze right now. Look, he's on fire, and that whole team in general, but the Texans won't do too bad, but I do think the Saints will win. Offense seems to have a little more firepower. Then you got the Jets in Oakland. Oakland coming off of a tough loss. They surprised me how much offense they were able to produce, but I'm going to have to go with the Jets here. And then you have Baltimore and St. Louis. Rams coming off of a tough loss. They really were moving the ball well. They just couldn't get into the end zone, so they're going to have to work on their red zone offense. If they can work on that, they may actually have a chance in this game. I'm going to go with the Rams. That's going to be my upset pick of the week, but it's going to be a close game. But it won't surprise me if Baltimore wins, though, not in the least. But I think they'll probably be angry coming off of that game, but St. Louis really needs a win right here, and I think they can get it done. Sam Bradford's impressing me right now, just like the same with Cam Newton. But let's see here. Then you have Kansas City and San Diego. San Diego coming off of a tough loss, and same with they both came off of tough losses. But I'm sorry, I can't pick the Chiefs right now. They're kind of depleted right now. They have a lot of injuries, and it's not helping when a lot of their guys are not catching certain balls at times. But I'm gonna have to go with San Diego. They're going to get it done this week. And then you have Atlanta and Tampa. That was impressive. That comeback win they had in Minnesota. I wasn't expecting them to come back when it was 17-0. I thought Minnesota had that one wrapped up. Then you have Atlanta who won against the Eagles. Vic got knocked out in that game, but the win's a win, right? It's not about the stats. It's about that W at the end of the day. So this should be a good game. It's a division. I do expect. I don't know what to say on this one. This is a tough one to call. Whew, man. I'm going to go with Tampa. I think they'll split. I'll just go with Tampa this first one, but this is going to be a good game. I'm looking forward to this one. Then you have Arizona and the Seahawks. We have to go with Arizona here. Got Green Bay and Chicago. Woo, yet another good game. I love those division games. Don't expect too much offense here. You're going to get a lot of good defense. Aaron Rodgers and the Packers might see them getting anything maybe from 28 to 31 points, nothing more than that. Chicago's usually good at containing them. It's a division game after all. And it is in Soldier Field. I kind of think these guys are going to split, but I just don't see the Packers losing right now. But it really depends how Jay does against the Packers defense. You know, I'm going to go with Chicago because they're at home. But, man, I really don't think I should pick against Green Bay right now. But I'm going to pick Chicago. This is going to be a close game. There usually is pretty good intense match between these two. And then you got Pittsburgh and Indy. Pittsburgh, of course, at Indianapolis. They're having several problems without Peyton Manning around there. And then you got Washington and Dallas. Should be another good game. I love what I'm seeing out of the Redskins right now. 2-0 right now. Was not expecting this in the least. And Dallas coming off of that great win they had with Romo coming back in the game. I expect Dallas to win here. I'm going to go with Dallas. Give the Redskins their first loss. The Redskins pull it out. They, might actually start thinking about these teams as another sleeper team. Then you got Detroit and Minnesota. Detroit's looking hot. Minnesota coming off a tough loss. But I'm not going to pick against Detroit right now. I think they'll definitely win this game. It will not be a blowout. It won't be as bad as it was against the Chiefs, and no stretch of the imagination. As I said before, this is a division game. The Minnesota Vikings know us very well. It's not going to be a blowout. I'd say within a 10-point stretch. And they're at home. We haven't had much success playing them in their stadium, so we'll see how that goes. And I'll see you next time on the Detroit Lions Fonza. Leave your comments and tell me what you think.